Welcome, Sagittarius, to your August 2024 reading, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Now, Sag, I just want to start out by saying I'm no longer offering free mini readings to new subscribers. If you have already requested yours and you're waiting, please don't worry, you will get them. Now, I just got swamped with requests and there's just no way I'm going to be able to catch up if I continue to offer that special. But what I'm finding is a lot of people aren't actually even coming back and listening to them, so I'm kind of doing them for nothing. Look, but don't worry, for those of you that were serious, you will get yours. Just be patient. But what I am doing, if you would like a mini reading, just give me a donation and put a comment in the comment section saying I've left X amount of dollars for a donation. Thank you, and I will shuffle my cards for you. I will leave a link in the comment section, just like I was doing for all of the free mini readings, and you'll be able to access your reading from there. But unfortunately, no more free ones. If you are paying for them, then at least I know you'll come back and watch them. You know, you'll be serious about it. It doesn't have to be $1 million donation, but you know, like I said, if you're paying, then most people will come back and watch them. But let's get into this month's reading. Now, you have got some really beautiful energy here, really lovely. I'm just fixing up the cards here. Now, you start out the energy with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, I would normally read this as a Virgo, but this can be any earth sign. So a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. And you actually have the Page of Pentacles here, which is a Capricorn. I would read that as a Capricorn. So you've definitely got some earth energy around you, or some earth people around you. And the Queen of Pentacles is a great card of abundance. You know, she is someone that can do it all. And I say she because queens are traditionally she's, but this is non-gender specific. This can be male or female. So this is someone that is quite nurturing. They're a great provider. They're like an earth mother. They are one of those people that can wake up at 6 a.m, go to work for 12 hours, come home, look after the kids, cook the dinner, do some books at night, do some accounting, some home business at night, do the gardening on the weekend. They're that sort of person that just can do everything. And they're very nurturing and caring. They're a great person to have as a friend, and they're really reliable as well. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, or the Virgo energy, has actually been coming out for quite a lot of star signs this month. And if this doesn't represent a person in your life, it talks about the characteristics that you will be taking on. So I feel like you are going to be quite nurturing. You're going to be looking after, your family, your work colleagues. You're kind of the go-to person here. And this is someone who's also really quite generous as well. They're a carer. So I feel like for a lot of you, if you don't have someone here in your life, like I said, like this is the energy that you are going to be taking on. But I feel like this is leading into some beautiful stuff here. You have the Ace of Wands. Wow, what a powerful card. This is new beginnings, new passions, new inspiration as well, a new creative spark within you. And this can actually be something that you may turn into an endeavor that can actually bring you in some money. You've got the Nine of Pentacles here, and this is actually a wish come true. So a wish come true in terms of your finances more than anything. But the Nine of Pentacles is a card of abundance and luxury and working hard for your money. But yeah, that Ace of Wands, what a beautiful energy. Now, this can actually talk about the birth of a child. This can talk about, the birth of a fur baby. It doesn't have to be a human child. It can also talk about your baby in terms of something that you've been working really hard on and you've been nurturing and growing into something here. But the Ace of Wands really talks about potential, and there is so much potential here for you. And I feel like this is really to do with making some money for a lot of you. There's a lot of eagerness and passion when the Ace of Wands shows up. Now, for a lot of you, you've got the Five of Pentacles, and this is a card of you. Some of you may have been struggling financially here. Some of you may have been struggling with your health as well, or may even be feeling like you've been left out in the cold a little bit here. And I feel like this state of being is changing very quickly for you. You've got the Knight of Wands right beside it. Now, this can represent a fire sign. I don't normally read knights as people. They are energy to me, the movement of energy. But because this is a general reading, this can represent a fire sign. So that is an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag, like yourself. But I feel like this sadness, potentially, or this feeling of being left out is coming to an end. And, you've got the Eight of Cups here. This is you leaving a difficult situation behind. You can't stay in this feeling of pain, of being let down, of not having enough, not being satisfied in a sense as well. And you're leaving that behind here, Sag. You are really just walking down that path. You can't see what's ahead, but this card, the Eight of Cups, always leads to the Nine of Cups, which is, again, that wish come true. Very, very similar energy to that Nine of Pentacles, whereas Pentacles is more about your finances and also your health, your physical self. So I feel like if you have been struggling health-wise, you're almost saying, I'm over this, I'm leaving that behind, I'm not struggling with this anymore. And this can even just be a shift in your perception, a new way of looking at things. And it can also be when you allow a new passion to come into focus for you, or a new creative project, something that you can really just change your view from feeling left out in the cold. This can be really helpful as well. This can be sort of an Eight of Cups situation where you're leaving that kind of behind. But I feel like you could potentially be asking for help here as well. You're a really strong person, Sag. You're really adventurous, you're creative, you've got a lot of passion within you. And if you've lost that because of this energy of the Five of Pentacles, I feel you are going to be reaching out. And it could potentially be this Queen of Pentacles, this person in your life that you could really rely on, and I feel like you might be reaching out to them and asking for assistance, because that's kind of the story of the Five of Pentacles. It's those people that are outside in the cold, they're injured, they're hungry, but what they don't realize is right behind them is a church. In this particular card, you don't see the stained glass window, but often you'll see a big stained glass window. And if the figure standing outside in the cold just went around the corner and went into the church. There's solace in there. There's help. There's charity. There's love. There's all of the things. There's people that are kind and compassionate and helpful. And so for a lot of you, I feel like you may be asking for some assistance. And it's a great thing to do, Sag, it really is. But yeah, that Nine of Pentacles, this is hard work that you've put in to earn those dollars. And now you are really asked to enjoy it, enjoy what you've earned. This is again another card of independence and of fulfillment and of self-reliance here, and I feel like that's you down to a T, Sag. You've kind of done it all on your own, but it is okay for you to reach out and ask for help. Now, the Seven of Pentacles here, this has come out for a few signs as well. This is a card that talks about you actually being in a place where you can just take a step back, relax, and wait for the fruits of your labor to show up. The traditional story of the Seven of Pentacles, and I mean, you can even see it here. The farmer has a rake. They're standing there just looking at the bush that is full of fruit, and basically what it's saying is you've done the work, you've hoed the soil, you've dug up the soil, you've planted the seeds, you've watered them, you've nurtured them, and you've watched them grow. And there's nothing more you can do now. All you can do is wait for the fruit to ripen and then go and pick it. So there is a bit of a message here to release what you can't change, release what any timing issues that if you've been waiting for something to happen, just release that. You can't change it. You can't make things go any faster. You can't make the fruit on the tree ripen any quicker. So there is this message here that just relax and allow things to happen in their right time. But I feel like there's good news coming in here for you really quickly. This could be to do with your finances. Pages are messages or messengers. So, and being right beneath that Knight of Wands, there is fast moving energy right above this. So you're going to hear some messages very soon, and it's going to be good news, and it could be to do with your finances as well. But let's get some clarifying cards out. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments, this deck here, and I'm using my beautiful that's a whole chunk. I'm going to keep that top one just because that was there, but I'm going to put the rest of those back. I felt like that was me dropping a lot, and this one is the Mystical Tarot, sorry, and I use this card for clarifying quite a bit. I just love the imagery. Well, a lot want to come out, so I guess we'll take them. But the World card here has also been coming out for a lot of signs, and this is the card of a successful completion. And you've been working hard on a project, on a career, on a job, on something, and it will be different for all of you, but you've been working really hard, and you can finally say, it's done, it's over with, I've done it, it's completed, and there is success here. This is absolutely beautiful, beautiful energy. And I feel like with all new beginnings, there is always an ending. So this can be a lot of you getting a new job, deciding to leave a career, something that perhaps was quite tasking, quite challenging, and you may be now moving on to something a little bit in line with your adventurous spirit and your passionate and creative spirit here as well. And I do feel like this is going to be lucrative. Like I said, you do have that Queen of Pentacles, that Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. So out of those initial 8 cards, there's a lot of finance cards here, a lot of money. So there is going to be some really nice signs of some money coming in here for you. But that World card, it just opens up such an exciting time here for you, because this is almost like I always talk about the World card being, yeah, see, there's an ending here. Now, this is a card of Scorpio. Do not be alarmed by this card when you see the that skeleton there. This is the Death card, but the Death card is a card of release and being right above the 8 of Cups, being right next to that Queen, the World card, which is like big time, final ending. It's you. It's an era of your life that's over, and you can now look forward to the new and the exciting and release anything that's really been creating difficult energy, creating a difficult time of you really struggling physically, financially, and, with the 8 of Cups, emotionally as well. And it's opening up this amazing situation where you have the world in your hands here, Sag. You are, like I said, you're walking through that portal, that wreath in the World card. It represents sort of like a door which takes you to a brand new part of, a brand new section of your life, a new journey that you're on, and that's kind of what the 2 wands represent here. It's again walking through that portal. This 2 always asks for a decision here on your part, and the beauty of the 2 of Wands is that there is no wrong choice. No matter which path you choose, you are going to reach your destination. It is beautiful. And again, another healing card. That 4 of Swords is you traveling, and some of you may actually be traveling. You might be going on a retreat somewhere, or just having a holiday. But even if you're not, this is just closing the door on the outside world and just healing, relaxing, allowing all of that craziness that has really been burdensome for you, allowing that to go, releasing that. And look at this. You've got the Queen of Pentacles in this deck as well. So, there, like I say, this is quite interesting here. When I see cards come out, and this has actually been happening for a lot of signs as well, like repeat messages. It's almost like Spirit is saying, I meant what I said here, guys. But the Queen of Earth there's a lot of magic going on when this card shows up, and it's almost like you've got just about everything figured out here, and often you're choosing to take the down to earth approach to any issues or problems that you may have. And I feel like, when I was saying if you don't have a Virgo or an earth sign in your life, you are being asked to take on a lot of this energy. You are going to be like this. So I feel like you are really going to be called upon to make sure that those around you are getting their needs met as well. Making sure your family and your friends are all looked after. and not to forget about them when you are in such busy, fast moving kind of energy here. But it's really nice. And there's a bit of a reminder here to make sure that you do have kindness in your interactions with others. And you are so intelligent. You are so quick-minded and good at what you do, and you can see the answers really quickly. And a lot of people aren't like you, Sag. So you just be mindful that you need to really understand their situation. You might think that you understand their situation, but maybe you don't. So that is just a little message out there for some of you. It could be that they're going through a lot more than you actually realize here. But beautiful abundance again here. I feel like there's a real ending, like I said, to struggle. You're releasing any kind of issues that you have been hanging on to. And, this could even be some of you leaving a career or leaving a job, leaving a career, moving away. And, you have the Tower card here as well. So this is a sudden and unexpected event. And you could potentially be shocking those around you. I feel like you could potentially be bringing about this Tower moment rather than it sort of happening to you. I feel like you might be making some decisions that really shock a lot of people. But, it's you need to do what's best for you. And that's, like I said, you do need to be mindful of your family and your friends, your close friends, and make sure their needs are met. But ultimately, you have to look after you. So if you're making some explosive decisions that are coming right out of the blue for some people, they could be quite shaken at the news. But I feel like this is a really, really good thing. Now, I'm going to get one final card here from the Now I Understand Oracle deck. And this is by Janine. Oh, one came out straight away. Janine and Lauren McLean. And your message is guide. Seek out a good friend or professional. Their wisdom will shine on the subject. Now, what was I saying about asking for help here? Sag, you are so strong. You are so smart. You know the answers. You can see the answers often. You plan, you know what to do. But if you have been struggling, make sure you seek out a good friend or confidant, or if you don't want to go to a family member or a friend, then go talk to a doctor, go speak to a counsellor, and allow them to assist you as well. Don't feel you have to do it all on your own. So we'll leave it there, Sag. Don't forget, if you'd like a mini reading, just leave me a little donation, put a comment below saying, thanks, I've donated, or something like that, and I will shuffle my cards for you and leave the link in your comment so you can click on it and access your mini reading. So have a great August, and I hope to see you next month.